Hello you guys, welcome to a video about the Quora partner program, or the Quora. I'll call it Quora because that's what everybody online calls it, but I've always called it Quora. Stands for question or answer. It's a social media site. You probably already know about it if you're watching this video, but it's a way to make money, right? It's you're probably not going to be rolling in big bucks, but it's kind of just a chill way to make money online, right? Like, if you really try at it, you can probably make 25 cents a day. Not that difficult, right? And 25 cents a day might not sound like a lot, but I mean, that's probably close to like $100 a year. And I mean, if you found $100 on the sidewalk, you'd be pretty excited. It's like $100 a year. I mean, it's just extra money. And there's some guys making thousands of dollars, so I started on Quora Partner Program last December, which is like a month or two ago, around that time. And first of all, I don't know how I got accepted. I really don't. I was on Quora for a long time, just kind of, I didn't even really interact much. I kind of just looked at the answers and questions and stuff. It's a lot less educational now, I'd say. It's a lot more like ad type stuff and just like fun stuff, like what are the weirdest pictures in your phone, whatever. But, I hadn't got on in a while, but randomly I got an email saying I got accepted. I did some digging on what it was, and I decided I'd go along my way. So basically the partner program, if you don't know what it is when you ask questions through the partner program, they recommend asking 10 questions a day, but it's harder than it sounds. And basically you get paid for everybody who clicks on your ad. You get paid. The more views the answers get, the more views your question gets, the more upvotes the top answers get. That all can give you a rough general estimate of how much money you'll be making. I'll show you my top viewed question right now. So yeah, they're on my phone. But here are the pros about the partner program. I'm going to go through some pros and cons. A pro is that you can do it right on your phone, right? You don't got to get on a laptop or anything. It's super chill. Like I said, it's super chill and it's fun. Another pro to the partner program is it's actually educational and helpful. I mean, most of the time when you're asking questions for the partner program, you're going to be asking questions specifically to get a lot of views. You're going to be asking clickbaity questions or niche questions that you think people are going to want to interact with and people are going to want to click on, and that might bring in more ads or whatever. But sometimes when you have a question on your mind, what type of wrench do I need for this job or whatever, then you can go on Quora and you can actually learn and get paid for it. That's another pro. You get paid for it, and it builds on top of each other, which is great. I don't know if this is the right word for this, but it's like exponential, or I don't think that's the right word. But basically, once you start putting questions out there, unless those questions get taken down or merged, which we'll talk about later, those questions keep generating income, right? Once a question is up, it never stops making money for you. Now, yes, a question generates most of its earnings within, I would say, the first day, sometimes the first 2 days or 3. And, some questions take a week before they really start to blow up. But yeah, most of the time they only last a few days. But still, even a month later, even though you're getting a tiny fraction of what you were, you're still making income, right? I mean, it's just nice because the longer you're doing partner program, the more money you'll be making per day. That's pretty good, as long as your questions are maintaining the same quality. Another great thing about the partner program is the potential that it has. There are people making thousands of dollars a month on the partner program. Once again, it's not as easy as it sounds. It is easy, don't get me wrong. Not to make $1,000 a month, but it is easy just asking questions. But you know what I mean. It's tough to ask questions that a lot of people are going to want to click on, and to maybe even generate a following on the app, because that's what the real guys are making. They get a bunch of hundreds, thousands of followers on Quora, and that's how they really get their questions and answers out there. Another pro, the last pro to the partner program are suggestions, right? It's really tough to think of new questions to ask on Quora or Quora after a while. So there's a section on the partner program. I'll show it to you. It's suggestions, and it basically tells you topics that need more questions, and you can ask a question around that topic. So yeah, the app kind of helps you out there if you're struggling with ideas, which is nice. Here are some quick cons to the partner program, right? It's not perfect. Number one is the community. I'm sorry, but Quora has one of the worst communities on any app or website. I love Quora. I love what it does. It's really interesting, and generally it does bring on smart people, but with that comes a lot of arrogance and just, smart, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just not the friendliest people. Whatever, though. At the end of the day, you're putting up questions and you never have to look at them again, so whatever. Another con is very low pay. Let's say you put up a question that gets a few hundred views. Might sound like, oh, that's not that bad. If you're lucky, you'll make a few cents. Like, if you're lucky. But most questions do get a few hundred views, so, Another con is writer's block. Writer's block. It can happen, you're used to writer's block when you're about to write an essay or something, but it can happen on Quora, I'm sorry. But, it's really hard to come up with new ideas and new questions. Like when you first start out doing this, it's weird, because you can think of ideas and questions and stuff and just do it, but after a while, it gets really tough. One of the main reasons, though, is because when you first start out, you don't really know about merging, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Another con is Stripe. For whatever reason, the only payout method that Quora has is through Stripe. And I don't know about you guys, but I did not have a Stripe account when I first had Quora. Sorry. But eventually I did get one. But yeah, it just sucks because Stripe is not that easy to set up, and yeah, it's just annoying. But yeah, but you got to set up a Stripe. Another big con, probably the worst part of Quora partner program, is merging. Guys, if you ask a question on Quora that has already been asked, or is even similar to a question that has already been asked, there are moderators that literally go on and strip your questions down and merge them with another question, which basically means once your question gets merged, it no longer generates revenue for you. That happens a lot, and that's why it's so hard to come up with new question ideas, because they have to be completely unique. Another big con that I just now thought of is requesting limits. So yeah, you can only request, first of all, if you're doing partner program, biggest tip to you, request as many people as you can to the questions. That's how you're going to get answers. That's how you're going to get views. That's the only way you're going to be successful on there 99% of the time. However, the longer you do Quora partner program, the less people you can request. You start out being able to request 25 people, but eventually that went down to 8 people at one point in time for me. And then you have to take a few weeks break from it, and then it will go back to your 25. So for whatever reason, it makes you wait to get back to that 25 limit. But all in all, Quora partner program, it's worth it. I mean, if you get accepted into the program, it's why not do it? Even if you only ask one question a day, why not earn an extra $1 a month? It's just fun. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.